What's up everyone, this is going to be a quick video about the version 1.1 for the texture compositor HDA node. So 1.1 version introduces ability for you to give it your own custom regular expression for the matching of texture names inside your directories. So in the initial release of the node, the regular expression that was used to match textures inside directories was very rigid, and basically your naming scheme had to textures had to follow the very rigid naming scheme of the internal regular expression that was set up there. But now I have actually exposed this option inside the parameter. So if your naming scheme is a little bit different than the original one, you can adapt as long as you write your regular expression that captures entire string that has been of your texture. It's going to fetch these and use these names. So it is important that you use your named groups for the regular expressions, because name groups named common name, type, and the extension. So in this case, I'm using also the named group called resolution, but resolution is optional because internally we do not use this named group. But I know that in this case my naming scheme for these textures are actually using also attend with there's its resolution. So it's going to since internally for combining new or for compositing new textures, it doesn't use the resolution matched named group. It's just going to ignore it, but it is important that we match entire string. So that's why I'm using the named group as resolution, but it's going to be ignored anyway. And if you're not sure how your groups are going to be matched, you can go to the regex 101, and basically you can go ahead and try your basically just go ahead and copy your texture, basically the basic texture that you want to match, and paste it inside here, and then you write your regular expression inside here. So I do talk about these regular expressions in my main tutorial that is now also going to be available entirely on YouTube. So I'm going to slowly release maybe like one or two videos a day after this video to release all of them, basically entire tutorial on YouTube. So that's going to be slowly rolled out, but I talk about a lot about the regular expressions, and I maybe even talk about them in my previous free videos. So basically, but since I have made sure that this regular expression works, I can go ahead and start making my own textures. So these textures actually I took them from the Polyhaven, and to showcase how to very quickly showcase the typical workflow for the tool, I have my Unreal project opened, and what's the idea of the compositor node is to work with different shaders that you might encounter inside Unreal Engine. And in this case, I downloaded from Fab these Rocks Volume 1, and these Rocks Volume 1 shader uses a bunch of textures, and basically it's always going to be some weird combination of the mask, basically of the masked combination of masks as its own single texture. In this case, this shader uses RHA, so basically roughness, height, and the ambient occlusion texture. And from the Polyhaven, I don't really have that. So the idea is that you can go ahead and combine your textures, basically bake out new texture sets, and use them on your shaders in any program. So let's go ahead and to demonstrate it, let me go ahead and do that. So I'm going to bake out two new texture sets for this shader. Let's go ahead and bake to the Houdini. Another new feature is ability to cook your textures instead of auto process. So basically, instead of spinning up a new instance of Houdini, actually do it in process, and that's going to be a little bit faster if you are baking out a small amount of texture sets. In this case, I'm actually going to put it in process, since I'm going to have only two texture sets, which I went ahead and downloaded from Polyhaven. So I have these leaf textures and rock faces. And one thing that I actually had to do to make them work with the Polyhaven assets, I had to go ahead and rename these normal textures, basically because from Polhaven there is an underscore between the normal and then the type DX or OpenGL type. And since my regular expression divides texture types and all of these groups by the underscore, I had to go ahead and rename these to normal DX and normal GL as as a single word. So that's one thing to note, that whatever you are to make sure that there is a basically uh, there is a uniformity of how the textures are going to be matched. But once you have set it up, so I already have set up my texture set as RHA, and then I just have to go ahead and say base color. I'm sampling from the diffuse, from DirectX for normal, and RHA, roughness, displacement, and AO. And let me put it on JPEG formats. All of these going to be JPEGs. Go ahead and let's cook output node. And since I'm using this in process, it should be actually pretty fast. And now we have baked it out. Let's take a look at them. You can see now we have our new texture sets for the rock face and for the forest leaves. So let's go ahead and drag these inside the Unreal Engine. So let me put this inside. Let me open up Unreal Engine. Let's close this. So let's get our forest leaves. And let me go ahead go to the rock face. And the only thing that we need to change inside here is to make sure that rock face and forest leaves are actually masks. Since we are not using, since this is not a color data, we just want to store data for the height and all of that. And one thing to do is just to make sure that you have written it correctly. You can go ahead and start comparing some of these. Let's say open up this roughness. You see these look the same, and this is you should look at them basically when you are actually since the texture that you are holding on disk are basically RGB encoded. It is important to look at these textures to see if they are basically the same. Also, when you are basically sRGB encoding them, so just to make sure that they all look the same, and dummy inclusion, basically they look the same, but since we are inside Unreal Engine, we do not need for them to be an sRGB. You just go ahead and say masks, since these are going to only used for basically we need them to in range of 0 to 1 in linear space. And also I do talk about the linear space inside my tutorial. That's going to be public. And let's go ahead and make it masked. So that's good. We have set this up. Let's open up this shader. And what we have to do is go ahead and set these. Let's set up this layer. And now I have basically, so the layer A is going to be our rocks. Normal. And then there's like a upwards blend, basically the y direction upwards blend. I guess in the Houdini it would be y direction. In Unreal it would be, I think it's z upwards. And then it just upwards blend is going to be these base leaves. Normal and RHA. And basically that's it. We have set up our rock with a completely new texture set that has been downloaded from the internet. And all of these are obviously going to work, and we can go ahead and blend it together as much as we want. Let me go ahead and actually give some tiling maybe. Oh, that's a tiling for the original one. So yeah, so you just witness the power of this tool to create completely new texture sets just from texture that you have downloaded from the internet. So this HDA is going to be available also on the Orbolt. So it's been basically approved right now as a version 1.0, and I just uploaded updated it to the 1.1 inside this page, and it's going to take a little bit while to basically them to approve version 1.1. So hang on tight, it's going to be updated in the coming days, and basically it's going to have basically these new parameters in place, but the functionality for the rest of it is going to be the same. And that's basically it for this update for the texture compositor node. Go ahead and download it. You can actually go ahead and download the trial version of this HDA through the Orbolt website. You can go ahead and I think it's like a 3-day trial. You can go ahead and make your texture sets and try it out. Okay, so that's it for this video, and see you next time.